Well, hello, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Nearest stream. I'm Nearest, whoops, and tonight we're gonna play Lost Judgment. Yeah, we're kind of been riding the side quest freight train for the last, like, month. We're kind of running out. I've been saying that for the last 3 streams, though, so you know what, I don't really trust myself anymore. I think I'm pretty much done here. The one caveat is that Emily-chan may or may not be interested in talking to Yagami outside of the bar, but it also might be something else. More darts today? That wasn't on my radar. I mean, I could. I don't really want to pay 2,000 yen to go to the club to do it. Do I need to do darts for anything else? What's the place called? The Bee. I've already got all my dart challenges done. No, we're done dart dating, I think. I'm choosing to believe that I'm done dart dating. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, that side quest was tedious. Not gonna lie. It's like it was gated to alcohol and also, you know, people not being mean to you. So it's like it cost a fair amount to get in there too. So I guess we're just doing plot today. Enjoy the plot for the next 5 minutes before I get sucked into more side quests.
なんかさっきからいつもより街がざわついてる気がすんだよ。
何それ？野生の勘ってやつ？
そうかもな。まあいいや。よくわかんねえことうだうだ言ってもしょうがねえ。
じゃあとりあえず沙織さんとこに。江原と接見する前に軽く打ち合わせないと。
That's right, that's what we're doing right now. So basically our goal is to speak with Ehara, a man connected with the murder we're investigating. Actually, with the bullying at the school we've been investigating that the murder is tangential to. Anyway, he's there. Wait, I can't go in this alley? Weird. What a very random place that I can't go into. Anyway, but we need to talk to Saori before we can do that. Ah! Ah, I see. We have mandatory combat.
おう、ちょっと待ってたわ。いつになくチンピ
You
ラ
could
な
sneak past this combat
やっぱり
if you win in that alley that I pointed out.
ざわついてる？そうかね。
ああ、お前ら見た顔だ。確かここらの探偵だよな。
だったら？
この男知らねえか？何年か前この辺のガールズバーで雇われのマネージャーやってたやつだ。
I haven't seen this guy's face before. Either that or I did, and I did see him. I can't recall.
みんなしてその男を探してんのか？ずいぶん人借り出してるみてえじゃねえか。
そうだよ。
Oh, I need to get my
こいつを知ってんのか？
ああ、待て待て。
cat cheat sheet
今思い出
out.
そうとしてるとこだ。ところで、そもそもガールズバーってのは店のもんがみんな女の子なんじゃなかったか？
こいつは裏方のマネージャーだったんだと。姿消した日も普通に店で働いてたのに、それがふっと消えちまった。
失踪したってこと？いつ
5年前。
カムロ町で人が消えるってまあ割と聞く話だけどさ、5年も経ってそれ探すっていうとなかなかないよね。
そいつの名前は？だいたい誰が探せって号令かけてんだ？
なんだてめえら。先に聞いてんのはこっちだろうが。なめてんのかこら。
Just gathering information.
なめてんのはどっちだ？人に物聞くならそれなりの態度があんだろう。
そもそも探偵からタダで情報もらおうなんてな。こっちはそれが飯の種なんだから。
すかしてんじゃねえぞ。おい。
こんなすぐ手出しちゃって。ヤクザの方がまだ仇に気使ってたもんだよ。
叫んで！
からでも来な。
Okay, so... Ow. Crane's still a wet noodle. Noted. Where the other guys come from? They were kind of standing up the street a little ways. They saw that trouble was brewing in our conversation and wandered over to back up their dudes.
もう終わりか。カムロ町のチンピラも質が落ちたな。
カイトさん。
It's more punks.
阿久津か。阿久津大ム。
知り合い？
元登場会の極道だ。
元極道ってのもいろいろだね。
八神探偵事務所。
Oh, he just marked us for death. Yeah.
依頼内容はもう聞いたろ？人を探してる。
How much?
探してんのはガールズバーのマネージャーってんだろ。お前が温度取ってたわけか。
いや、この件仕切ってんのは相馬だ。あいつが取ってきた仕事でな。最初に見つけたやつにはたっぷり金が出る。今カムロ町中でレースになってんだよ。
相馬って？
RK って半グレのリーダーだ。そいつも元登場会で相馬和樹。
登場会みんな半グレになっちゃってんのかよ。
極道は縛りばっかきつくて上の席に空きが出ねえ。そのくせ上がりをよこせた大門のメンツだうるせえことばっかだ。なあカイト、なんだったらお前も一緒にこっち来るか？
三下が慣れ慣れしい口聞くんじゃねえ。
あとはあれだ。組織の仲間をやられりゃ返しをしなきゃならねえとかだ。本当はそんなもんどうでもいいんだ。その代わり気に入らねえ奴がいりゃただ後ろからこっそり刺しゃいい。音も立てずにブスリといく。背中には気をつけんだぞ探偵。それが嫌なら俺らに気に入られるようにしな。次は警告なしだ。
Classy fella.
彼、阿久津だっけ？登場会では報われてなかったのかな。
ああ、腕っぷしと度胸だけいいように使われた挙句、何もいい思いする前に組がなくなっちまった。相馬ってのも同じ。極道でなんとかのし上がろうと歯食いしばってたのが、結局組の解散で全部パーになったわけだ。で、その手の元ヤクザたちが半グレのうぞうむぞうを束ねようとしてるらしい。裏社会に RK ってネットワークを作ってる。
RK？ なんかの頭文字？
知らねえよ。ヤクザやめていきなり横文字になっちまった。
登場界に取って変わるってほどじゃなさそうだけど。
ああ、だがその分敷居が低くて手っ取り早く金が欲しかっただけの仇が RK に近づくとコロッと半グレに転んじまう。
なるほどね。登場界といや最近東と会ってる？
ああ、あいつは元登場界の中じゃ救いのある方だ。組からゲーセン託されてそのオーナーに収まったからな。組にいた若いもんも働かせてやってる。お前もたまには顔見せてやれよ。
いや、あいつ俺が慣れ慣れしくすると嫌がるもんでさ。
Defeat the thugs. Hooray, we did it. Alright, well, important things first. Gotta go say hello to my cat friends. Hello, cat friends. Oh, hey there, kitty. Nice to meet you. Okay, we got... Cow. I like how they should give you a name. Goose, Bubbles, or Kiwi? You're Goose.
Matana.
Alright, side quest check, seeing none. I'm gonna go back to the agency. Because I think I'd be surprised if I didn't have a quest there waiting for me. Have some smile fries.
いただきます。ごちそうさま。
ありがとうございました。
Yep, going to Smile Burger to get unhungry. Alright. Pebble, get. Hey, that's the board, right? Am I dumb? Oh, you know what? I don't even think I can look at the board while Kaito's in my party. Okay, I'll just go talk to Saori then. We are locked into plot. Alright, that's an elite. I want to avoid them. Kaito, you're so clumsy.
沙織さん、八神さんたちがいらっしゃいました。
お待たせ。こっちの準備は整ったよ。そっちはどう、沙織さん？
ええ、お待ちしてました。江原との接見に向かいます。 まずはとにかく彼がどこまで三越柴殺害に関係しているか、それを探る必要があります。
でもよ、今までの状況からすると江原が協力的に話すとは思えんな。
ええ、ですから今日こちらから八神さんたちが出向くことは江原に知らせてません。不意をついた方がいいと思って。
分かった、それでいいよ。
では八神さん、行きましょう。
俺は一旦事務所に戻るぜ。江原と接見したらお前も帰ってこいや。年末くらいうちの事務所も片付けねえとな。まずは飲みかけのボトルを開けるとこからだ。
出発しますか。
Okay, I think we taxi over there, yeah? Yes. Alright, I just had a random thought. I wonder if we are allowed to go into the sewers in this game. Well, if we are, we aren't allowed there right now.
すみません。
もう判決は出たんだ。弁護士さんのお仕事は終わったんでしょうね。
私もそう思っていました。でも偉人帳で見つかった死体が江原さんの予言通りだったものですから。
予言なんて大げさな。
Akihiro Ehara.
星野先生はクビにでもされましたか？
八神と言います。以前は源田法律事務所にいました。今は清涼高校ミスケンの外部指導員っていうのを。
That's the title you introduce yourself
清
with.
涼高校。
4年前に敏郎くんが通ってたあの学校です。横浜の。たまたま別件で向こうにいたんですが、急遽こちらの白崎先生から応援を頼まれました。
なるほど。それで今日いらしたご用は？
おとぼけはなしでお願いします。先日三越柴博の遺体が偉人帳で見つかりました。問題はどうしてあなたがそれをご存知だったのか。
さあ、夢に見たんですよ。
Pretty vivid
そう
dream.
であったらいいなと思ったことを口にしただけです。
どうしてそういう夢を見たんでしょうね。
説明する必要がありますか？
三越柴が敏郎くんの仇だからですか？
そうだよ。
第三者委員会の調査でもその後の裁判でもいじめの事実は確認されなかったですよね。
息子は三越柴に金をせびられ、それを拒むと陰湿な嫌がらせを受けていた。成績優秀な三越柴の先導でクラスの誰も手を差し伸べず、敏郎は暴力や屈辱を免れるために家の金を持ち出していた。
江原さんがそう確信しているのはなぜですか？その根拠は？
そんなものがあれば学校との裁判に負けちゃいない。ところで私の罪状はただの痴漢だ。全部認める。満員電車で魔が差して OL の尻を触った。控訴してあがくつもりもない。だからあんたら弁護人はもう用済みということだ。
江原さん、待ってください。
そんな義理はないな。
八神さん。
三越柴博の死に際はとてもむごたらしいものでした。恐怖と苦痛の中で殺され、遺体は腐るまで放置されていました。
His response is going to be good.
大変結構だ。
My gut feeling is that Ehara's guilty for sure. But there's no doubt he's connected to Mikoshiba's murder. Need to hold his attention and convince him to stay. Gotta make him understand I have more info than the police do. Okay, we got the music.
三越柴だな。いい表情してる。しかしあんたはどこからこんな写真を？
星稜高校の沢先生にもらったんです。正確に言うと沢先生が不審な女に手渡されたものでした。その女は三越柴の件に関わるなと言ってきたそうです。沢先生のことはご存知ですか？彼女は4年前敏郎君が亡くなった時にも星稜高校で教えてたんです。
ああ、裁判で証言しているのを見たよ。敏郎へのいじめはなかったと。
確かにそう言ってました。
いじめを隠蔽した教師たち、学校、弁護士、彼らのことも殺してやりたいほど憎いと思った。でもやはり一番悪いのは三越柴だ。制裁を加えられるべき筆頭だ。そんな人間がのうのうと教育実習など受けていられるんだから、つくづく間が抜けている。結局法なんてものは機能していない。そんなもんに人を裁く資格もない。
やっぱりあなたが三越柴殺しを主導したんですね。実行犯は複数人だった。三越柴を殺したあいつらは誰なんです？あんたはどうやって連中を動かした？
違う。全然違うよ。
I guess that's all we're getting.
「石鹸の印象として江原はやはり黒ですね。ただ三越柴殺害の実行犯たちとどうつながっているかがつかめないと何も追求できません。
ああ、何を聞かれても余裕って感じだったな。江原とこの連中がどうつながってるのか。くそ、こいつらが偉人町にいたのは間違いないんだ。俺のすぐそばにいた。なんとかうまく連中を見つけられりゃな。
ではまた偉人町に戻るんですか？
いや、とりあえず今夜はカムロ町の事務所に戻るよ。海藤さんもいるし。
わかりました。また何かあったら連絡します。
Oh, sub-story. Chaos of the Masked Rider. Oh. Let's go. Oh no, I can't go to Sexy Club. Bummer. This is Jumonji Kazuto's office, so maybe it's him? Might you be Yagami-san?
Hi.
Yagami Takayuki, and you must be... Shh! Please just call me Okazaki while we're out here. You never know who might be listening. Very true. Allow me to formally introduce myself. I'm Okazaki Aruto, That's my real name, in fact. So this is a face to the masked rider. It's younger than I thought. Again, okay, so this is a side quest I picked up last time. Basically, there's the masked rider, right? They're extremely prolific, like multiple books a year they write. Might even be like multiple a month. And in multiple different genres. So obviously it's more than one writer. So, yeah. We'll find out the rest as we go along. Well then, Yagami-san, before we enter my workspace, I want you to promise me something. That you won't tell anyone what you're about to see. Either that or it's like AI slop or something. What I'm about to see. Very well. My lips are sealed. This way, please. Yeah, it's like 12 people. Well, isn't this... This is the true identity of Jumonji Kazuto. Not sure I understand. All the works of Jumonji Kazuto are written by 10 of us here, including myself. In other words, Jumonji Kazuto isn't just one person, he's a group of authors. Wow, a whole group. Really? So that's how you write books in so many different genres at an impossible pace. Yup, it's all due to the efficiency of 10 talented authors. This is a very nice office for a Yakuza game. It's all due to the efficiency of 10 talented, so different personalities, all writing at the same time. Pretty neat trick. Oh, so this is a detective. A Kamurocho detective at that. I bet he has a lot of good stories. Curious. Please have a seat, Yagami-san. Allow me to explain our request to you. This is a real surprise. So many people all writing as one person. Yeah, I don't know if other groups of us... That's for sure. But truth be told, each one of us is a failed author. I mean, we all had a publishing debut, but never any success beyond that. Each of us nearly gave up our pens for good. So how'd you come to work together? How else? Through social media. I launched an online community and then ended up attracting a bunch of failed authors. Through our exchanges, we came up with the idea of joint authorship, so we tried it and it worked. That's interesting. And I hear your first effort was a smash hit. Oh yes. It was a masterpiece that none of us could have written on our own. It exists only because the 10 of us worked together. Some of us came up with clever twists, some of us are good at dialogue, and some of us are awesome at building plot. Where each of us may be lacking in one area, together we can be a great author. Still, it doesn't seem possible for 10 people to write a coherent book. Hollywood movie scripts are often written by multiple people. It just depends on how you divvy it up. What's more, by managing the workload of each member, we can even work on multiple titles simultaneously. So long as you do it right, this unique creative process ends up pretty productive. Exactly. I doubt any writer could do what we're doing. And I'm in charge of managing the members' schedules. It's just something I'm great at. I used to be an editor, you know? That explains the editor issue, because, yeah, they're going to have somebody proofread all this stuff. A former editor, huh? Well then, time to ask some questions. I heard that some of your ideas were plagiarized. What can you tell me about that? Okay, so it was about half a year ago. We were in the midst of polishing a manuscript we just finished. A new mystery novel came out and it immediately became a hot topic because of this one trick which was depicted in the story. The thing was, it was nearly identical to the manuscript we were polishing. So another author beat you to the punch. Yes, and when we published ours later, we were accused of plagiarism. Any chance it was a coincidence? That the contents just happened to be similar? That's pretty hard to imagine. Because it wasn't just the trick I mentioned earlier. It was also the setting, the structure, even the character traits are all almost exactly the same. So too many similarities for it to be mere coincidence. Not if there are dozens of them like that. You can only say it was a coincidence if there had been one thing. What the reader saw could definitely not be called a
なる
coincidence.
ほど。
Alright, I get it. It wasn't just that one book that plagiarized us. The same author had put out 3 more books after that in succession, all with ideas that were just like ours. I should ask about the author that's plagiarizing them.
ところで、
Could you tell me about this author you think is stealing your ideas? His name is Futaba Sugoroku. His first novel was published more than 10 years ago, and it was a decent hit at the time. He even won an award in some mystery novel contest, but after that his books seemed to go nowhere. People said he was just a one-hit wonder. But then all of a sudden that one-hit wonder came out with a new book that turns into a famous bestseller. Right? That book was nearly identical to one of ours we had yet to release. So one after the other, Mr. Futaba continued to publish books that closely resembled what we were working on. All of them bestsellers. Now people think he's made his miraculous comeback. I mean, if you're so suspicious of this guy plagiarizing you, why not just sue him? I did think about that. Now, if we took this to court, we might have to realize reveal the secret of Jumonji Kazuto. I think it'd be hard for us to tell the truth in court while also hiding how we write, don't you? Yeah, it probably would be. You know, it could be that the author is fully aware that you're powerless to take him to court, and that's why he steals from you. If that's true, it would be completely infuriating. Ugh, unforgivable. I heard you've already asked other detectives to look into this matter. Yes, there have been 3.
それって、
What kind of investigations did they conduct? Oh, they looked for ways to hack us and whether our room was bugged. They tried hard, really hard, but couldn't find anything. None of them came up with anything? Nope. And yet, our ideas kept being stolen. You really gotta wonder how in the world it's being done. This would be a tough nut to crack if the perps already evaded 3 different detectives. Thank you. That's all very useful information you provided.
あの、
I'd like to proceed with this investigation by collecting even more info. Is it alright if I interview the other authors too? Yes, please do. I've already asked them to cooperate with you. That's great. I appreciate that. Alright, time for a thorough recon mission. Hey, excuse me. I'm a detective. Name is Yagami. Can I ask you a few questions? Oh, Yagami-san. Okazaki-san told me about you. I'm Hojo Takashi. On the word of Jumonji Kazuto, I do the science and military research, plus security for the office. I'm Sato Ayame. I research Western mythology and civilization. You might say I'm the fantasy buff, too. You're here to look into any spy activity, aren't you? Yagami-san. We've been taking measures against spies ourselves. Yeah? What kind of measures? We set up a hidden camera to catch anyone who tries to sneak in. We actually already had a security camera, but we felt one wasn't enough. After all, we're still getting our information stolen. It was locked doors, too. At this point, we figure we just gotta outsmart the perpetrator. So there's nothing in the security footage? Nope. No evidence of a break-in either. This is feeling a lot like an inside job, by the way. And still, information was getting stolen. It still is. So flippin' weird.
ところで、
Have you taken any anti-hacking measures? Of course. So many leaks. We started keeping our writing computers offline.
なるほど。
Well, that sounds like a good move. Any chance of a leak coming from memory devices which get taken outside? I doubt it. We strictly prohibit anyone from removing devices like USB memory sticks. I remind people of that all the time too. Haven't gone so far as to search their bags, though. I don't feel the need to do that. At the end of the day, we trust our members. No chance of information being leaked and low chance of burglaries. Okay, thank you for your cooperation. Two, three, four, five, six, seven. Oh, excuse me. Shaggy-haired young man, I'm talking to you. Hello? Hehehe, this is going to be a masterpiece. I'm a genius. Once Manabe-kun gets into the zone, he can't hear anything. Talking to him right now wouldn't do you any good. Oh yeah? So skilled at fleshing out characters. He just really breathes life into them. Hehehe, this guy's gonna be awesome. He'll provide a foil to the protagonist's weakness to boot. Nice. Who knew the hero had this side to his character? It's like finding gold in the river. He does look absolutely full of life when he works. It's like he's a character himself. He. But to be unable to hear anything, that's another level of focus. Whoops. Hello, break room chat. Can I ask the rest of you some questions? Ooh, Mr. Detective on the prowl. I'm Machiyama Mikuru, by the way, author of many a cell phone novel. You know, books originally written on a phone.
Yagami desu.
Oh, interesting. I'm Yagami Takayuki. Nice to meet you. I'm Ayohara Takara. I may not look it, but I used to be the screenwriter for The Dunce, the period drama. Yeah, I wrote episodes 5 through 7. Remember that priest joke Nobunaga tells? Well, Ayohara-san, maybe let's save the tour of your career minutiae for later. I'm Nishimura Makoto, and since we're sharing, I was mostly a light novel author. So, you here to ask us something?
Hi.
I am. I want to know if any of you have seen anything suspicious. Anything suspicious? Nah, I can't think of any. Me neither. Well, actually, there's one thing I noticed. I think Mikuru-chan changed her shampoo recently. That's creepy.
Huh?
Excuse me? Could it be you found someone special, Mikuru-chan? Ayohara-san, please, enough with the near sexual harassment. Hey, by the way, is this a meeting space for you all? Yes, it's a nice place to get refreshed, especially because talking to young women could be so exhausting. Haha! I wish you wouldn't talk about this space like it's some kind of cabaret club. You happen to use this space for actual purposes like idea meetings and, yes, even some random chit-chat at times. That's so true. We do a lot of amazing brainstorming here.
Naruhodo.
Okay, so you all bounce ideas off each other here. Next to this open window. Ha! Oh yeah, Jumonji Kazuto wouldn't exist without these brainstorming sessions. We share our ideas, we play to each other's strengths, and we polish everything up for each other. In fact, we were doing that right before you started asking our questions. We'll go right back to it when you're done. By any chance, these brainstorm sessions take place at the same time every day? Yeah, why not? Why do you ask? If details of your work are being discussed, those sessions are a chance for someone to eavesdrop. It would be even easier if you guys meet at the same time every day. Hit on something there. What a deduction. One that I deduced myself. I've always thought this place is bugged. But it can't be. Don't you remember? They never found any evidence of that. Yeah, since 3 detectives already came and didn't find anything, probably wasn't a bug. But if these guys are having regular idea meetings, surely a plagiarist would see them as an opportunity. What the? Was that a gunshot? Ugh, not again. That was probably the damn neighborhood pranksters. Pranksters? Yeah, just a bunch of local kids lighting up fireworks and making trouble. Probably playing cops and Yakuza. You guys remember the last time when we heard firecrackers? It was when another detective was here. That detective also thought it was a gunshot. Hee hee. Not surprising a sound like that makes people think of gang warfare. Even with the Tojo clan gone, this is still Kamurocho. Firecrackers. Last heard when a previous detective was here. That's interesting. Also, again, maybe you shouldn't have your meetings next to an open window. Crazy idea, I know, right? It's like she's on the phone. See, can't make it, huh? Alright. Well, get some rest. Bye. Sigh. Oh, hello.
Yagami です。
I'm a detective. I'm Makito Reimi. I'm in charge of the love stories, mostly. Sorry you heard that. Bit embarrassing for me.
いえ、
No, I apologize. I didn't mean to eavesdrop. I was talking to Ichinose Masamichi, one of the other members of the Jumonji Kazuto. He's not coming to work today? No. He's kind of fickle, has a habit of feeling down, so he's absent pretty often. Likes to come in and out of the blue and surprise us. Only to take off for another 2 months.
それって
Does he have an actual illness? Perhaps. The kind of illness that makes you play games in your room all day. Oh, I love that illness.
なるほど。
See, that sounds difficult to deal with. Sure is. But he's got the talent. He comes up with ideas nobody else could. Fresh worldviews, mind-blowing plot devices. He's good at unpredictable twists, too. If only he weren't so unstable. Sometimes he can be in a slump for half the year. Maybe that's just how genii are. Geniuses. I don't know. I wish I could have a stable genius. Anyway. I'm sort of his caretaker for some reason. But I can't criticize him. If I were ever to chide him, even a little, he'd go into a slump. What a handful. Ah, yes, the fickle creative. You have to kind of placate them so they'll actually do their job, because whenever they do it really well. I can see you're having a hard time. Well, that's everyone. I think that's all of them. Now let me step back and figure out what exactly I know now. Chances seem pretty damn low that any wiretaps, hacks, or accidental leaks took place, so that leaves. How are things going, Yagami-san? Did you find anything?
いえ、
No, nothing decisive yet. There's only one way I can think of for the book ideas to leak. And I suspect it's not because of an outsider. And should I tell Okazaki-san? It'd be careless of me to make any claims without any
ところで
evidence. Okazaki-san, are you sure there's only one member absent today? I only see 8 people here. Oh, really? Who's missing? I think Sanada-kun went up to the roof. Yeah, that's him. Alright. Because I don't see him. Okay, he went up to the roof. That's fine. I'll talk to him later. Go to the roof. Oh, that's fine. Trying to find the person with the pacemaker. They're my contact in Big Shell. You're Yagami-san, right?
はい。
Yes, I'm going around asking everyone questions. Can I count on your cooperation too, Sanada-san? Questions? Of course. I'm happy to cooperate. My name is Sanada Kenichi. I'm in charge of structuring in, Jumonji Kazuto. What do you mean, structuring? It's like drawing a blueprint of the story. I make adjustments to the ups and downs of the drama, and I set up the foreshadowing. I kind of understand, but not really. Okay, for example, changing the order of the episodes or making a character's backstory stronger. Little tweaks like that can make a big difference in how fun and readable a story is. So my role is to keep a bird's eye view on the whole story, to analyze where we can make these improvements.
なるほど。
Okay, I'm starting to get the idea.
ところで、
So, Sanada-san, have you noticed anything suspicious around the office lately? Suspicious? Actually, yes.
え
Oh? Really? Can you tell me about it? What's going on? Why is he hesitating? I should press him a bit.
あの、
Sanada-san, could you tell me what you saw that was suspicious? I'm not eager to share. It's not exactly something I want another person to know.
お願いします。
Detective is bound to confidentiality. I won't share anything you tell me with anyone. Fair enough, I'll tell you. I'm gonna be totally straight with you, Yagami-san. I suspect one of the 10 Riders is a spy. A spy.
え
Gasp. I believe someone on the inside is selling our ideas to someone on the outside. Gasp. Can't say I was thinking about that possibility. Can't say I wasn't thinking about that possibility, but...
あの、
Sanada-san, is there a reason or any evidence that leads you to believe that? I have no evidence, but I do have a concrete basis for my belief. The truth is, a few members of Jumonji Kazuto are thinking about going independent.
それって、
You mean start over as single authors again? Yes. They must have finally regained their confidence because of all the hits we've had as Jumonji Kazuto. Now, they think they can go out on their own and write books that'll actually
だ
sell.
が、
So why don't they just do it instead of selling ideas to an outsider? What's the point of that? Well, we're in a situation where, what should I explain first? Members of Jumonji Kazuto have signed a contract that prohibits them from going independent for at least 5 years.
え
5-year contract? That's pretty long. That is pretty long. Well, the whole intent of the contract was to that each of us would focus all our energy on Jumonji Kazuto. In exchange for accepting the severe restrictions, we'd all receive regular royalties. You don't have that type of thing as a single author, where you're at risk of enduring long moneyless periods in the publishing schedule, as well as your own slumps.
うーん、
I see, so that's another benefit of working in a group with other authors. Yes, a huge benefit. One which would disappear after they're independent from Jumonji Kazuto. Remember when we envisioned all the works by Jumonji Kazuto to remain the property of Jumonji Kazuto, the corporate entity?
なるほど。
So that makes it hard to strike out on your own. Yes, but if Jumonji Kazuto were to break up completely, that would be a different story. The contract stipulates that if such a thing were to happen, each author would continue to receive an equal share of the royalties. Okay. Fair, fair. So here's what I now believe. One of the authors, wanting to be independent, is selling info to someone on the outside just to make us suspicious of each other. The author is trying to bring about the breakup of Jumonji Kazuto. This is why you think the suspect has to be someone on the inside. I do. I'm not totally convinced, but the motive makes sense. At least.
あの、
So who are the members who want to become independent? I'm sorry. Even after all I've just told you, I can't bring myself to sell out my coworkers.
うーん、
I understand. Yagami-san, I like the work we do as Jumonji Kazuto. I don't think I could make it on my own. A breakup is something I desperately want to prevent, so I hope you can use your investigation to shine a light on the truth. I get it. You can leave the rest to me. Thank you. The issues are pretty complex for this little group of authors known as Jumonji Kazuto. Are you done talking to Sanada-kun?
はい。
We finished up just now. You know, Yagami-san, there was one thing I neglected to tell you. What, that you have brainstorming meetings by an open window? Yeah, you might want to stop doing that. Might turn out to be nothing, but tell me. Something trivial could turn out to be a clue in the investigation. Well, it's about an odor. An odor? Yeah. The authors have been complaining about a strange smell lately. It wafts in from nowhere and then disappears before we can track it.
それって
I gotta chase the odor. I can feel it already. What sort of smell is it? I would say oily. It smells like oil. Almost like if you left out some meat for a while. That kind of oily, rancid smell. But it never comes during meals, and there's never trash or anything on the floor. So, we just don't know where it's coming from. Yeah. Pretty puzzling. Sorry, this probably has nothing to do with your investigation.
いえ
No. All hints are valuable. I'll start paying attention to any smells in the air. Ha. Hope there are more good ones than bad. A mysterious odor. What could it be? It's the fat, oily guy hanging out the window. Alright, I'm going on a bit of an adventure right now. I don't act... Oh, yeah. I don't need to go over there. Alright, let's go back. You can use this to jump to a different building. But I don't need to do that. Let's just get back to the office and investigate the stinky smell. Okay, I guess we're taking these stairs instead. Oh, Mahjong. Yeah, we're not doing that. Hi. Please feel free to look around the office. I already told the authors to keep out of your way. Time for a good look around. The most interesting location is a meeting space where they exchange their ideas. They say no bugs or wiretaps are ever found there, but maybe they missed something, like the open window and that unidentified odor. I hope I can actually find out where it's coming from. Here comes the smells I know just due to call. Wait, really?
よし行こ
Wow.
うよしよし
He responded to my call from
お前の鼻が
a different city.
でかしたぞ
Arf, arf, what? That dog is resourceful. He knows how to take taxis and stuff. What are the cigarette butts bothering you? Arf!
あの
Okazaki-san, do you allow smoking in this office? That's rare these days. Yeah, some of the authors say they can't come with ideas unless they smoke. And your landlord's cool with you guys smoking in here? Oh, I'm aware most offices ban smoking, but this is ours, so we're pretty lax about it. Of course, the non-smokers aren't crazy about it.
なるほど
I get it. Is that also why you have the window open in December? Yes. The ventilation system never lets us enough fresh air inside. Mikuru-chan, the young lady opens the window at the start of every meeting. And then the authors smoke while we all
それっ
talk.
て
But wouldn't your voices leak outside? Isn't there a risk of someone overhearing? Ding, 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 ding. I doubt it. I mean, we're on the 3rd floor. Besides, we're not that loud. The next building over is some distance away. Wow, he really doesn't worry about that. Okay, I'll have a look around the windows anyway.
お前の鼻が頼りだ
Come on, dog. Let's take a look around the
よし
window.
よし偉いぞお
What is it, boy? Something nearby? Okay. Let me see what's going on. Check around the window. Oh.
ん
What are these stains? You're trying to show me these stains, huh? Wonder what they are. Doesn't look like bird poo. More stains above the window, too. Weird. Oh, it's in the mahjong parlor. Oh. What's this? Looks like animal fur. Why is this here? What were you thinking? You're not supposed to take the data home. But we're closing in on a deadline. Come on, just this once. No way, I've told you so many times. You know our ideas are being leaked, don't you? Of course I know. You're not showing data to anyone, are you? What do you mean? You're saying the other day how you can make it on your own now. What? I don't want to believe it, but... Come on, you two. Stop arguing. Yagami-san. It's like your fears have come true, Sanada-san. The authors have all gotten suspicious of each other. I haven't been able to trust them myself. Maybe the perpetrator really is among us. In any case, there's no more time to waste. I'll have to speed up my investigation. There are two strange pieces of evidence I found. The animal fur and the smelly stains. It smells really strong, too. Maybe I should get Rompo to sniff out its source. Alright, Rompo, let's go. I'm trying to leave. Never mind. Huh? Does he want to go outside the room? I'm gonna go up to the mahjong parlor, where I'm sure they're gonna be super cool with me having my dog. You want me to go to the rooftop? Is something up there? I like how we're basically just watching Lassie right now. I wonder what it could be. Where the dog just does random stuff and we're like, I'm interpreting for you? Because we're telepathic. Oh, I'm on the rooftop now. What's this, a cat food can? What's this doing here? This must be what caused the stains at the office. And those stains could be emitting the smell. Sanada-kun, do you suspect your own teammates as well? I think there's a possibility, or rather, it's the only possibility left after the process of elimination. What are you saying? We shouldn't keep turning a blind eye, Okazaki-san. We should confront the facts and expose the perpetrator before Jumonji Kazuto implodes from within. Sanada-kun, are you saying... Oh, Yagami-san. Sanada-san, I think you can hold off on your big confrontation until you hear the results of my investigation. Huh? Did you find something? Yes. I think I figured out the suspect's unique strategy. Really? The two stains in the office, the animal fur, and the can of cat food. The window that's always open during their meetings. And then there's a reason the detectives couldn't find any wiretaps or hacks. If I combine all these things, I've got enough evidence to expose the truth. Someone's putting a can of cat food on the counter, or the ledge. And then they have a cat with a listening device, like, strapped onto it. Go visit the cat food can while they're having their meetings. I'm gonna deduce the suspect's identity and how they did it, based on the evidence. Firstly, the method by which the suspect was stealing information was... listening device. Probably the suspect listened in. Understand your brainstorm sessions take place at the same time every evening. So if someone were to use a listening device precisely at that time, he could steal your ideas for his next novel. Wait, hold on. There weren't any bugs. Stay with me, guys, alright? That's right, Yagami-san. Remember, 3 detectives came here and couldn't find 1 bug. I don't blame them for not being able to find it. Because the bug only showed up when it was needed. It showed up? A listening device?
Hey.
Yes. The suspect thought up an ingenious way to bring it here. You see, the key to solving this mystery was the marks left at the office. Marks? These marks tell us how the suspect was calling his bug. Meow. Okay. There's strange stains outside the office window and they smell like greasy meat. Outside the window? I wouldn't know what those were. Luckily, I found the source of the smell. In a corner of the rooftop. Cat food? Yes. In all likelihood, the suspect dropped cat food from the can onto the protrusion right outside the window. It was that process which stained the outside wall. So you're saying this can of cat food is what caused the bug?
Hey.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm saying. I also found evidence which reveals the suspect's identity. Huh? Is that fur? A tuft of animal fur. It was found near the stains on the wall. This fur is most likely from a cat. A cat? Are you saying a cat was spying on us?
Hey.
Or more precisely, a cat wearing a wire. Are you serious? And that's how they're listening in on our idea meetings? Yes. No, it's hard to believe. Come meeting time, our suspect would carry the cat up to the roof and drop cat food right outside the window. And then you'd release the cat and direct it to head toward the food. Wait, hold on. Do you really think a creature as apathetic as a cat could be baited like that? Cats are very food motivated.
Yeah.
Maybe the owner kept the cat hungry beforehand, so it would leap at the sight of food. Ah. Yes, that might do the trick. Cats are snooty, but not so snooty they can ignore real hunger. Your meeting space is near the window, which is close to where the bait was placed. Moreover, you can keep the window open to let the cigarette smoke out. With the bug cat sitting right outside, your conversations were leaking like a broken faucet. I can hardly picture this. There's still something I'm not convinced about, Yagami-san. Our meetings can get pretty long. Even if the cat were well trained, wouldn't it just get up and walk away after it's eaten its food?
Eh.
Yes, I wondered about that too. My best guess would be sleep medication. What? Sleep medication?
Hey.
The owner might have spiked the food with sleep aids. Heard you can ask a vet for a prescription. Really think the perpetrator would go that far? Yes, sure you think he could have just hung a listening device from a string or something, but think about it. The device on a string will eventually be seen, but if someone just sees a sleeping cat, who would care? You have a point. Nobody would even think to shoo a sleeping kitty. It's a weird trick, but it's simply a new and highly effective way of hiding in plain sight. Now, having said that, if a detective were to come and investigate, the suspect would still want to keep the bug from being found. Ah, and if the cat were just outside the window, set off a detective's bug detector. Right. Yet the bug detector was never set off by anything, let alone a cat. We even had a detective come in immediately after an idea meeting once. How could it never have been found? Our suspect probably had a way to chase the cat away if needed. And I believe he did that even today in the time that I've been here. What? The measure taken by the suspect to chase away the cat was the sound of fireworks. Pop! While I was interviewing everyone here, I heard firecrackers go off outside. I understand they went off and surprised the other detectives who came here before me. That's true, now that you mention it. Whenever a detective showed up, the suspect set off firecrackers to wake the sleeping cat. Ah. The cat can be put in a shallow sleep by adjusting the medication dosage. It would certainly be awakened and hide from the noise. That's true. I used to take sleeping pills myself, but I was startled awake by an earthquake alert.
つまり
Now then, this all leads me to the following conclusion. The suspect was someone on the outside. Because anyone on the inside would be able to obtain information without the need of a bug. Sure, that makes sense. Are we in agreement, Sanada-kun? We are. The suspect had to be near this building as he spied on you. He had to be able to chase the cat away with a firecracker. Okazaki-san, your meeting idea is scheduled to start now, isn't it? The suspect might be nearby, checking in on what we're doing. Preparing to listen in on the idea meeting.
Hmm?
A man? Kitty! Ah, shit. Meow. Kind of a scaredy cat, ain't you? It's awkward timing. Who are you working for? Pant.
What?
So you're the one who's been spying on the office of Jumonji Kasuto. I don't know what you're talking about. It's a can of cat food. Had your fingerprints on it. Didn't think to wipe them off. What? Can I hand this over to the police, you know? Arrgh, damn it. Of course I don't actually have any fingerprints. But this isn't a courtroom, so I'd say I'm allowed to bluff a little. It's time to give up and admit to your crime. Grr. Forget it. Give me back that cat food can. Meow. Ow. Okay, I'm sorry.
Nah.
So, who are you? Were you stealing the writer's ideas? Is your name Futaba Sugoroku? Yagami-san, did you catch the... Ah, it's you.
Hmm?
You know this person? Yes. This is Tenjinbashi Wataru, our editor in charge.
Eh?
Purple was your editor? I guess it was an inside job. Well, former editor to be exact. What do you mean? He was our editor until about a year ago, but we asked for him to be reassigned after he caused some trouble.
それって
What kind of trouble? He advertised a new book on social media without our consent, before we'd even decided to publish it. We're still working on plot points, none of which have been made public. So your own editor leaked classified information. Then the readers were expecting this great novel when we didn't even know how or if we were going to complete it. This guy even disclosed a surprise twist in the story in an effort to save his marketing campaign. In the end, we had to scrap that novel and start another one from scratch. Berg. So that's what happened. It's your fault. All this is your fault. Oh, victim blaming. Yeah, huh? Yep. After all that happened, you decided to release your Sleeping Detective series with another publisher. The editor-in-chief hated me for losing a featured author. He stopped giving me work until I had no choice but to resign.
まったく
I So you took out your frustration by stealing their ideas and selling them to an unknown writer? A writer in a slump will pay anything for good ideas. I'm sure this man took full advantage. So what are you going to do to me? I'll leave that up to the court to decide what you'll be charged with. No. Ooh, big money, no whammies. Thank you so much, Yagami-san. I'm just glad we were able to catch the perp. Sanada-kun, are we good now? Oh, Okazaki-san. You should know that I recognize your talent. But I cannot condone distrusting your teammates. Know that some of the authors are looking to go independent, and I also know that worries you. I'm sorry, ever since the plagiarism mess, the teamwork in Jumonji Kazuto has been in shambles. We have to start making improvements. And that starts with trusting our members and working as one. Can I count on you for that, Sanada-kun? Yes, of course. I think I'm looking forward to Jumonji Kazuto's next book. Alright. Very observant. What does that mean? Find 10 targets in observation mode. 11% trophy completion because I haven't done any plot. Yeah. Nice. I'm gonna do it on a XP. 45,000. That's a lot of thousands. Oh, that was okay. The dagger break or whatever. Oh, there it is. Destroying the enemy's one-handed bladed weapon. Cannot break weapons from powerful enemies. Alright. God, these ones also are so situationally useful that I don't know that I care to get them. Okay, we're gonna get Loopy Fist because I love Loopy Fist. Yeah. I want a gigantic health bar. What? Thank you for asking. Yes. Okay, back to the base. Oh, right. Base is where plot is. Okay, well, let's go do plot then, I guess. They got some plates. That's pretty cheap. Gotta play my Sega Master games. plot. Suddenly raining.
海藤さん戻ったよ。海藤さん、
お前スクモからのメール見たか？
え、
いやついさっきだ。とにかくこれ見てみろよ。
何さ、どういうこと？
殺人動画だ。
は？
三越島が殺された時の動画がネットに出回り出したって知らせがあった。お願いします。もう許してください。これ以上はもう敏郎君のことはこの先一生謝りません。償いません。大したことしてないんですよ。自殺するなんて思わなかったんです。
おい、マジかよ。
Interesting that they didn't show the actual cutting there. They showed everything else. Who else?
江原。
江原にはアリバイがあったんだよな。だから自分の手で三越島を殺すことはできないはずだった。だとするとこれはなんだ？理屈で考えりゃ痴漢のアリバイと今流れた映像のどちらかが偽物ってことだ。だが俺の感触じゃまずこの映像は本物だよ。
もう一度江原と話をしないと。くそ、一体何をやったんだあいつは。
Ooh, chapter complete. We're up to 12% of trophies. All right. Yeah. At some point I really should save in another slot, but whatever.
現職警察官による痴漢と教育実習生殺害。八神は同じ日に起きた2つの事件を同時進行で追っていく。だがそのキーマンである江原明宏と対峙した直後、何者かによってある動画がネット上に公開された。そこでは罪を免れた者の首を鋭い復讐の刃が切り裂いていた。
Meow.
「ネットじゃだいぶ騒がれ出してるな、あの殺人動画。テレビではまだみたいだけど。
ええ、憶測とデマ、全く当てにならない情報が錯綜してます。ハレン司警官が実は息子の復讐を果たしてたと、そういう可能性が出てきたんですからな。するとかつて江原を叩いてた人を叩く人に、まだ何が本当か見えてないと自重する人。
Alright, so I have a thought here. So Tsukumo is basically a expert of data and like social media manipulation, that kind of stuff. Seems like he'd be able to look at that video, the videos, and tell if any of it was fabricated. Had like a deep faked and stuff like that. Maybe we'll get there. Let's find out.
ネット民の反応も様々です。
あの殺人動画は本物かな。ほら、 今時は CG とかで何でもできちゃうだろ
いわゆるディープフェイクですね。確かに AI の進歩などで非常にリアルな捏造動画が作れます。例えば有名なところですと、アメリカ大統領に嘘の過激発言をさせている映像とか、
No politics, Tsukumo. It's a chat
他にも
rule.
しか見えないようなものがいろいろとありましたな。
そういう映像が嘘かどうかってちゃんとわかるもんなの？
動画データに加工の痕跡が見つかれば、それを加工映像ということができます。ちなみに僕の方で江原の殺人動画を解析したところ、そういった痕跡はありませんでした。あれは十中八九本物でしょう。
やっぱり？
しかしそれでも絶対に加工されてないとは誰にも言い切れません。法的にもあの動画だけで江原の殺人が証明されたとはいかないでしょ
う。なるほどな。例の動画がネットに上げられたのはいつ？どこで？
アップされたのは昨夜ですが、出どころははっきりしません。海外のサーバーを何箇所も経由されてるようで、ネットの地味猛量が覆い隠してるんです。
そっか。ただあの動画が本物でも偽物でも、ネットに流したのは実際に三越場を殺した実行犯たちだろうな。
なぜです？
だってさ、三越場殺害の状況を全部知ってなきゃあんな映像捏造もできないだろう。三越場が殺された時のポーズも床に落ちた血の感じも、俺が刑事から聞いた状況と全く食い違ってなかった。
なるほど、確かにそうですね。あいつらに折られた指が痛みます。
Why would the killers go through the trouble of spreading this footage? What good did it serve them? Causing a public uproar, obstructing the investigation? Whatever the case, I still have some interviewing to do.
また江原と接見しなければなりませんね、八神氏。白崎先生にお願いできるのでは？
だな、そのつもりで。
Alright, school check. Oh, robotics club is unlocked, boxing club's unlocked, biker gang's unlocked. Alright. We have stuff we can do that's not plot. I'm gonna... I think I'm gonna have to go through this at least before I can do that.
だが今度は逆に殺しを自白するような動画をネットへ公開中だ。どういうつもりなんだ？
その質問に答えられんのは多分江原だけだね。すぐにでも話したい。
じゃあ沙織さんとこ行くんだな。
Okay, we got we got Kaito in tow, so yeah, we gotta go talk to I don't want to call her Saori because that sounds sexist. Let's go ahead and call her, I need to remember her last name, Sata and Maki. Why isn't she on here? Dato. I don't know why she has her own file folder, whatever. Yeah, we're kind of locked in right now. Okay, let's... Kaito, come on. We gotta go to prison again. Am I injured? Nope. I do have Kaito in tow, right? He might just be stuck in the stairway. Hold on. Let's get in a fight and see if he shows up. Get him unstuck, as it were. Okay, we got him unstuck. One thing that I really love about the Judgment games is that they keep giving you the, like, tutorials, tooltips. No matter how far into the game you are. My table salt. What? Thank you, it's expensive, but the food at work is so bland without it. Okay, thanks for the quality wire, ma'am. Oh, I can't even use the buzz researcher right now, but we have stalker as a word now. Oh, the mobs are getting bigger. Ah! Kaito! You blocked me from getting my crane kill. Dude! Kill me, Smalls.
Eh. もしかして八神君たち今沙織と動いてる？ん？昨べ流出した例の殺人動画の件で。
Fuji noted. Fuji is a public prosecutor for the Tokyo office. She's also best friends with Satomaki-san ever since college. Is this the first time we're seeing her this game? I don't think it is. I thought we saw her like a long ass time ago. We are on part 15 though, and I think that she wouldn't have come in after part 2. So I probably just forgot. Anyway, two talented lady hotshots of law on opposing sides of the courtroom. Apparently they have a bit of a fan club.
そう。東京地検はその話で持ちきりだもん。特に上の人たちは大慌て。だって。
わかるよ。検察は江原を痴漢として有罪判決を出させた。でももしあの動画の殺人が本物なら判決は間違ってた。痴漢は冤罪だったってことになるもんな。うん。
ただ検察としては実刑まで出てるのに、やっぱり間違ってたかもなんて言えないでしょ。一時期は何度もテレビで流れた事件だしね。法の番人としてのメンツに関わるわけ。
確かに。
だからとりあえずはその裁判の弁護人がどういう対応をするつもりなのか気になってるみたい。それで私に様子を見てこいだって。あくまでも沙織の友達として非公式にね。
そういうことか。
よう来たな。そろそろだと思ってた。
真冬。あなたも？
下で一緒になったんだ。
沙織たちをスパイしに来たの。でもそっちも検察の動きを知りたいんじゃない？
あなたの目的はそんなことじゃないでしょ。え？八神さんに会えるいい口実ができたとか。
まさか八神くんが絡んでるなんて今知ったんだから。
じゃあそういうことにしといてあげる。
Specs jiggling, by the way.
なんか久々だな、このやりとり。はいはい。
検察ももちろんこの動画のことは調査し始めてる。ただし結論ありきみたいね。検察は出どころ不明の動画なんかに取り合わないって。要は外向けに一応調べたポーズを取るだけってこと。
ん？じゃあ江原が三越柴を殺したかも取り調べないのか。事情聴取もなし。
ええ。だって10月7日に江原が痴漢してたってことは裁判で証明されてる。だからこその有罪判決でしょ。だとしたら江原にその朝まで生存が確認されてる三越柴を殺すのは不可能。
あ
あ。じゃあおかしいのは殺人動画の方だってことになるよね。
おかしいってどういうことだよ。
つまり検察はその動画自体を疑わしいと言いたいの。合成なのか CG なのか、とにかく誰かが捏造したまがいものに違いないって。へ
え。
それを主張してるのは江原の痴漢事件を担当した検察官。
どんなやつ？
高野という検事です。卑劣な痴漢に厳罰を与えるべきだと熱弁を振るっていました。江原が現役の警察官であるならなおのこと、彼は世間の声を後ろ盾に正義を執行すべきだと。
勇ましかったですよ、あの検事。法廷では気分良さそうに江原を責め立ててました。
要するに高野検事にとって江原が痴漢をした事実に疑いはない。だからその事実と食い違う殺人動画はまがいものでしかありえないってわけだ。
ええ。公正に審理された結論はネットの動画なんかで揺るがないって。
まあ確かに出たばっかの判決がコロッと変わっちまうんじゃ司法への信頼は地に落ちる。地検も判決を出した裁判所もその高野君の言い分に乗りたいだろうな。
けどそれは臭いものに蓋してるだけです。
そう。しかもその動画をまがいものとするって検察の方針のせいで警察まで動きづらくなってるの。警視庁も神奈川県警もね。
どういうこと？
彼らは殺人動画が絶対に本物と断言できないうちはもう江原にタッチしないんですって。今三越柴殺しについて江原を取り調べたりしたら捜査機関まで痴漢の有罪を疑ってるってことになっちゃうから。
いやでも本物と断言できないうちはって。
ええ。ネットの映像が 100% 加工されてないなんて証明のしようがないです。それで江原にタッチしないってことは、つまり江原はまんまと殺しの容疑者リストから外れたってことじゃないですか。
うん。捜査員たちもみんな納得いってないみたいね。特に神奈川県警は今江原以外にも容疑者を探してるみたいだけど、現場は完全にやる気なくしてるって。
Video footage of a murder preventing a public or a police investigation instead of starting one. What an absurd situation.
この間まではどこが江原を取り調べるかで手柄の取り合いだったんだけどな。殺人動画のおかげで状況がひっくり返ったわけか。
仕方ねえのかもな。刑事たちは公僕だ。お上の出した有罪判決をおいそるとは疑えねえ。もしどうしても疑うってなら立場上それなりの根拠がいる。
検察や司法のメンツのために誰も事件を追及できない。これでもし江原が本当に三越柴を殺していたとしたら完全犯罪だ。
法の敗北です。絶対に見過ごすわけにはいきません。
ただこの事件を追うには放送回をまとめて敵に
Wouldn't be the first time.
なんだおじけづきやがって。
違いますよ。こんな事件を扱えるのはここにいる僕らくらいだって言いたかったんです。
言うじゃねえか星野君。
多分俺らは心のどこかでずっと江原をたかが痴漢と見てた。でもあいつは今のこの状況を計算づくで用意してた節がある。これ以上コケにされてたまるか。
言いたいことは伝わったみたい。もう帰るね。私にも何かできることがあったら言って。
今はとりあえず十分だ。おかげで助かったよ。
ありがとう。
うん。それじゃ。
相変わらず可愛かったな、真冬ちゃん。お前、より戻さねえのか、ターボ。
そういうんじゃないから俺らずっと言ってるけど。
Why not though? Shoot your shot, champ.
真冬君、検事としても評判いいんだぞ。あんだけの美人だ。犯罪者たちも喜んでお仕置きされちまうのかね。
Cool. Alright, Hoshino, what's up?
八神さん、ここはすぐにでもまた江原と接見するべきですね。彼はあの殺人動画について何て言うか。
沙織さん、また江原に会いに行かない？殺人動画が本物かどうか直であいつにぶつけてみたい。
ええ、そうですね。私もそう思って。すみません。拘置所からです。
Oh no, he committed suicide.
もしもし。
Shirosaki, that's what it
白
is.
崎です。いえ、大丈夫です。
拘置所から電話って。
何ですかね。
わかりました。わざわざありがとうございます。拘置所の職員さんでした。江原から私たちへの伝言を託された
Ooh,
そう
are
で
we
す。
fired now?
伝言って？
それがもう弁護人との接見には応じないと。
なんだって？
来るだけ時間の無駄とも。どうやら江原は拘置所の中にいながら状況をすべて把握しているようですね。
どういうことですか？
多分だけど、例の殺人動画を夕べネットに流すってことはあらかじめ決められてたんだ。江原もそれを仲間たちから聞いていた。ってことなら、これから俺たちが接見に向かおうとすることも予想できる。
ええ、私もそう思います。
それは現役の警察官ならではってことですかね。なんという
やってくれるな。面白くなってきやがった。なあ、ターボ。
ああ。けどさすがに出花を。
Alright, time to get arrested so we go to prison so we can ask him questions while we're both captive audiences.
こうなるとどこに手をつけたらいいか。
おいおい、江原に会えなくたってやれることはあんだろ
う。何ですか？例えば。
それは今うちの沙織君が答えてくれる。
なんだそりゃ。
You know what he's talking about?
私がまず気になるのは、三越柴を殺害したのが動画の通り江原本人だったかどうかです。これまで痴漢というアリバイがある江原に三越柴は殺せないはずでした。でも殺人動画はその前提を根底から覆す内容です。
ああ、つまりそのアリバイか殺人動画かのどっちかが作り物ってことになる。
The groping of the murder right now. Which one do we doubt more? Groping is set up. Murder for just fabricated. What if they're both real?
いや、もしかして両方とも真実ってことはないか。
痴漢のアリバイも殺人動画もですが、例えば殺人動画が本物であれば、江原は横浜で三越柴を殺害した後、わずか13分で池袋駅にいなければなりません。
偉人町から池袋までだいたい30キロぐらい。時速140キロで移動すれば行ける。
どうでしょう。江原は返り血を浴びたレインコートを着替えてますし、13分という時間はもっと短く見る必要があります。
What if he has a twin brother?
都内での移動です。現実的とは思えません。
うん。よし、いいぞ。両方とも真実っていう可能性は忘れてよさそうだな。
I think it's more likely that the one in Ikebukuro is fabricated, personally. But we'll find out. Regardless of who actually murdered Mikoshiba, we have two conflicting accounts here. Which one was faked?
俺は痴漢事件をもう一度疑ってみたいな。裁判で有罪判決が出た時、誰もこの痴漢騒ぎが殺しのアリバイになるなんて予想もしてなかった。そして 江原に仲間がいることも真理の材料になかったはずだ。そこにアリバイ工作をされる余地があったかも。普通ただの痴漢に裏の意図があったり協力者がいたりなんてまず考えないし、証拠も殺人事件ほど念入りには調べない。
でもあの痴漢事件の一部始終は防犯映像で撮られてました。物証だって十分揃ってます。
ええ。ならその全てが本当に間違いなかったか一つ一つ確かめないと。
じゃあどうします？また現場の駅へ行ってみますか？実際に事件があった時間帯に行ったらまた何か違う
Not right now,
発見があるかもしれません。
Judgment.
いや、あの現場で見られるものは全部見たと思うけど、沙織さんが言うように証拠を
Turns out I don't actually have any of the DLC, but
何か気になる証拠はありますか、八神さん。も
Is
し
it worth
彼
doing?
のアリバイが偽装されたものなら、証拠のどこかに細工の跡があるかもしれません。
we should go over the case more closely. What evidence was Ehara relying on to falsify an alibi? Alright, I was yapping, so I kind of maybe wasn't paying as much attention. Probably eyewitness smartphone footage. If I get it wrong, I get it wrong. I'll just be like, Yagami, you're wrong. Pick a different thing. Sure.
この証拠がちょっと引っかかるんだけど。
新宿駅のホームですか？その
That was Shinjuku. Okay, not Ikebukuro.
痴漢事件はほとんどが防犯カメラで映ってるけど、この点線になっている矢印のとこは映像で残ってないはずなんだ。少しだけどカメラの死角があったってこと。星野くんと現場で確かめた。
なるほど。ここに死角があったとしてどうなります？
まず思い浮かぶのは江原にそっくりな替え玉を用意してのすり替わりかな。本物の江原は
Okay. Yeah, maybe if it's on sale, I'll pick it up sometime, but wasn't planning on playing it now.
そして9時過ぎに痴漢をした替え玉と入れ替わって取り押さえられた。
それはつまり新宿駅のホームには江原が2人
This was kind of my thought
ですか？
from the beginning.
で、痴漢をしてた江原のそっくりさんの方は
He said he swapped places with someone at the station, using a blind spot in the camera foot coverage.
そうなると本物の江原は被害者女性に痴漢をしていないということになりますよね。
うん。
でも実際には警察が江原の手から被害者の下着と完全に一致する繊維を検出しています。
微物検査か。
ええ。なので江原が被害者を触ってた事実はどうやっても動きません。被害者は膝まであるスカートの裾から手を入れられていたんです。それも電車が池袋を出てすぐに。新宿駅までの6分間ずっと恐怖を感じていたそうです。
被害者はどんな感じの人だった？
会社員なんですけど6歳になる男の子がいます。夫は工業デザイナーで共働き。名前は間宮結衣さんと言います。年齢は30歳。
子持ちの OL さん。
間宮さんに事件当時の状況を聞けば映像に残っていない部分の情報を補えると思います。それに江原がアリバイ工作をしてたかもしれないと明かせば彼女にも何か新しい気づきがあるかもしれません。
ということは江原以外に当たれる人を見つけたかな？
そうですね。わかりました。少し時間をく
Why
ださ
would
い。
she agree to
間宮さんの住所
talk
と
to
プ
the
ロフィ
defense
ールがどこかにまとまっ
attorneys?
てたはずです。ただ、相手は痴漢事件の被害者です。
Yeah, okay,
加
cool.
害
I'm
者を
glad they're
弁護した
addressing
私
that.
たちを歓迎してはくれません。
うちはカムロ町の探偵だぜ。歓迎されねえのには慣れてる。なあ。
ああ。そうだ、海藤さん。少し時間ありそうだし、飯でも食いっとこうか。
そうだな。言われてみりゃ腹が減ってきた。
We're getting cutscened outside. Fair enough. Oh, the thugs have arrived.
なんだ
Street
あいつら
punks.
俺らのことが気になってるみてえだ。
あのチンピラたち
RK か。背中からブスリと来る気かもな。
カイドウさん、あっちにもいる。
向こうにもだ、ターボ。
昨日のやつだ。やっぱ根に持たれちゃったのかな。
で、仲間集めて待ち構えてたわけだ。俺らを。
だとしても、あんまり源田事務所の近くで騒がせたくないな。あっちから行こうか。
おう。
Why did that cost me money? That's weird. Alright, this seems like a good spot to take a quick break. I will be back in a couple minutes. BRB, guys. Okay. I think we're clear, we're clear, we're clear. Alright. Let's go fight some guys, I guess. Get away from Genda Law Office. Alright. Just adjusting my headphones. Alright. Yo, Kaido, wanna go batting? Let's go to the batting cages. Never mind. You can actually go through the batting cages to escape trouble. Guess we're far enough away now.
やっぱりついてきてるぞ、あいつら。
でもすぐにかかってくるわけでもない。どういうつもりだろうね。
ああ、煮え切らねえ真似しやがる。おい、用があんなら来いや。
What if they're drawing us away so they can attack Genda's law office?
だけか？
いや違うね。
と。お前らも RK か。
この野郎、いきなり頭にフルスイングかよ。イかれてんじゃねえのか。うっせえ。
Boop. Yeah, cool, whatever.
なんだありゃ。
完全にロックオンされてんな。いつの間にこんな街中 RK だらけかよ。
ダボ、とりあえずここはずらかろうぜ。すぐにサツも来る。
こっちは急に襲われた被害者なんだけどね。
Do you want to spend all day in the police station filling out paperwork? Yeah, I didn't think so.
敵は人海戦術で来てるわけか。うっとうしい。こんなの冗談じゃねえぞ。
ああ、それにこんな風に付きまとわれてちゃ沙織さんたちと合流できないな。巻き込むわけにいかないし。
そうだな。ならこっちから RK に出向くか。俺は阿久津もリーダーの相馬も全く知らねえわけじゃねえ。RK のメンバーに手引かせるよう。
Like how that guy in the background's just like walking and stuck.
いくら相手にしたってキリがねえんだからよ。
こっちから出向くって。カイトさんどっか当て。
Ooh, is it on the roof of the Millennium Tower? I love that place. Oh.
クラブがあったはずだ。劇場前広場の裏手。最近は RK 以外の半グレも社交場にしてるらしい。まずはそこに行ってみようじゃねえか。
There's a lot of enemies over there. I'm gonna go this way. Yeah, over here. M-Side Cafe. Sell me food, please.
いらっしゃいませ。
I'll have a coffee. Yeah, sure.
いただきます。 これはごちそうさま。
ありがとうございました。
Hey, if I'm gonna get in some fights, might as well get some good stuff out of it. Alright, Kaito-san, time to go looking for trouble. I don't think we need to look for it. I think it'll find us. Awesome. Hold on, we can avoid all this crap by going down this way. The game was kind enough to tell me exactly where they all are. And where they all are is not over here. Perfect. Why would I do something silly like get in fights? But I could do not getting in fights. Wait, wasn't there like a wet kitchen here or something? RIP wet kitchen. Everything just turned into anime girls. You know, I didn't check to see if I have enough sushi sets and stuff. I'm pretty sure I do.
何の店かもわかんないよ。こんなとこ普通の客とか絶対入んなくない？
ここが仇の世界にぽっかり開いたグレーゾーンへの入り口だ。行こうぜ。アクスたちがいりゃ話も早いんだがな。
おい、なんだよお前ら。誰の紹介だ？
招待されてきたわけじゃねえ。阿久津か相馬はいるか？俺らは八神探偵事務所だ。
探偵？
ここはクラブでしょ？入ってもいい？
来ると思ってたよ。八神探偵事務所。
お前か。ずっと遠くから見てるだけだと思ってた。
奥で阿久津さんがカイトを一人となら会うと言ってる。
え？
登場会が消えた後、あそこ抜けたヤクザたちは今うちにガンガン集まってきてんだぜ。なんでかわかるか？
知るかよ。
ただのチンピラがうちに入ってきても F ランクスタートだ。でも登場界の元極道は最初から組織の中で B ランク待遇だからな。そこあんたなら A ランクで迎える。
Ooh, A rank, whoopee.
チンピラの猿山の中じゃ当然だろうな。だがひとまず俺は話せるやつと会いてえってわけだ。さっさと阿久津んとこに案内しろや。
大したもんだな。肝が座ってる。阿久津さんに見込まれるわけだ。
俺は店に入れてもらえないの？
Civilian?
こ
No.
こで殺されねえだけありがたく思え。
釣れないな。海藤さん一人だけ奥にご案内か。
Going into gang turf without backup, that's too dangerous, even for Kaito. You have no clue how many members are back there or what they're doing.
心配すんなタボ。すぐに済むって。阿久津ときっちり片つけてくる。
そういうことだ。入りな。
すぐに戻ってくんだろ。なら俺はここで待たせてもらうよ。
勝手にしろ。
目障りだな。
Business? You guys do business here?
そんなこと言わずに仲良くやろうよ。
It's been 10 minutes since Kaito-san went in. I have no clue what's going on. There's no sign of him returning. Guess that means...
あのさ。
Oh, time to sneak.
トイレ行きたいんだけど、店の中の借りてもいいかな。
Remember that time where I sneaked one time in a mission 10 sessions ago? 15 sessions ago? I do. Barely.
あんたも RK のメンバーなんか景気がいいみたいだね。
ああ。どんどん人が入ってきてる。今カムロ町で稼ぐんなら RK に乗らねえ手はねえ。いい女も寄ってくる。
へえ、 ここでぼんやりスマホ見てるだけでも楽でいいね。
うるせえよ。
それとも本当に稼げる美味しい仕事は回ってこないのかな。そういうのは A ランクのメンバーで占められちゃう。あんたは見たところやっぱ F ランク。
あ？なんだとこら。
あれ、怒っちゃった。ごめんごめん、傷つけちゃったね。
なめんなよこの野郎。
All too easy.
悪いな、俺も相棒連れてかれてカリカリしてんだよ。
Never should have let Kaito-san come in here alone. I have to find him now. I like sitting around would do the case any good anyway. Uh-huh. Okay, let's take a look at special and see if there's anything I can do to make stealth easier. No, not really. Need to find Kaito-san. He's supposed to be talking to Akutsu right now. Are all these guys RK? It'd be a pain to take them all on. Besides, if I make a scene, who knows what might happen to Kaito-san. I need to find a way around without getting noticed by them. Start searching in that room. Okay. Ooh, I'm gonna make some Molotov cocktails. Ooh, I'm gonna hack the safe. Looks like no one's in here. Let's see if anything in here can do me some good. Oh, breaker panel. Maybe I can cut the lights with this, make it easier to sneak around. I don't know good. I don't know which ones to flip. I don't need to make it any harder to find Kaito-san either. Whoa, with all these drinks are crazy expensive. This place is backed by RK, which must mean they're loaded. Safe. Wish I knew what was in it, but without the passcode, all I can do is stare at the thing. Doesn't seem pretty loud in here, but what's the air coming from? Gamers don't look up. Huh? What's that? Not a fit in this vent duct. Maybe it'll end up getting me where I need to be. But even I can't reach that high. Can I use anything to get a leg up? What if I found some crates? Well, this looks like the perfect size. Let's give it a try. Then I get up there and they'll just be like thump, 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 thump. And they'll be like, whoa. Someone put bowling balls in our vents again, and then they'll ignore it. Here we go. Okay, that ought to do it. Should be able to reach the duct like this. Alright, time for some duct work. Now I know what a TV dinner feels like.
Na, さっきのシンガーをどこに連れて行かれたんだ？
ああ、何でも阿久津さんがお呼びらしい。
マジかよ。じゃあ、VIPルームに通されたってことか？
VIP room.
そうらしいな。
See, it looks like Kaito-san was taken to the VIP room.
俺もあそこには入ったことねえのに。あのシンガーを何者なんだ？
VIP room seems to be that away. Alright, let's check it out. There's a bartender. I guess he's just setting up. Maybe it's just from up here, but he looks kind of like me. I just had an idea. Let's see if I can track that guy down. Well, I mean, I have a feeling that I'm only going to be able to go one way here. Okay, so he's going in that room over there. Alright, well, I'm sure this pipe will take me there. This duct. Oh. Tank controls. Can't go side to side here. He's taking a piss.
ごめんな。ちょっとだけ寝ててくれ。
They really don't look much alike, by the way. Not bad. I might actually pull this off. Yo. Yeah, not really. Alright. Probably should have closed the door or something. Alright, back to work. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Great, even more of them hanging around. If I get surrounded here, it's all over. Better be extra careful if I have to deal with any of them. It's me, I'm Dipshit.
何かご用でしょうか。
ふざけたこと言ってんじゃねえ。さっき酒持ってきてくれって頼んだじゃねえか。
え、酒ですか。
なんだ忘れちまったのか。俺のボトルだよ、ボトル。
いえ、すぐにお持ちします。
ちょっと待て。待つ時間が欲しい。やっぱボトルはいいや。そこでカクテルでも作ってくれ。
かしこまりました。
Guess I don't have any choice but to make this guy's drink. Hang on. Maybe this is just what I needed. If I put him under the table with some strong booze, I can clear out of here. It's worth a shot anyway. Hope you know some hangover cures, fellas. Give me a drink, bartender. Alright, are there any QTEs or anything here that I need to be aware of? He's so intense. Honestly, chilling at the bar is not the worst place to wait for Kaito, because he can see him from there, and if things get hinky, he can get in there pretty quick. All right, woo! I actually managed to get through that somehow. My disguise worked against one guy, but that guard looks harder to trick. Won't be able to get into the VIP room unless I do something about him. Should lure him into the shadows on the other side and take him out there. That means I'll have to cut across the floor. I gotta be careful about this. Are we actually sneaking now? I guess so. That was interesting. Okay, there's a guy over there too. Go to sleep. Do I need to get rid of that guy too? Well, whatever. Don't worry about it. Dude, that guy alerted instantly. What hot bullshit is that? Can I just like throw a bottle at that guy's head or something? Get rid of him. What the fuck? Oh my god, he's the one who's alerting. Ugh. Nothing to see here.
Okay.静かにしてな。
なんだ。おっと。
What the fuck, dude? What? What? This is bullshit, dude. You... Okay. That's hot garbage, alright? It basically forced me to get out of sneaky stance mode, hiding behind the box, and it, oh my god. This is ass. This is so badly designed. And he alerts instantly. Like, you have a second, maybe, to get out of his line of sight. Okay, I guess here I have to wait for his back to turn to even move out of this position. God, fuck this, man. This isn't fun. This is just bad. So as soon as a coin's thrown, like, you're just kind of stuck. That guy's way overtuned. Also, I think there's an item over by the point where I threw the coin to get the big guy.
Okay.
Where you're literally stuck and can't do anything. Yeah, over there. It automatically put me into cover. So if that's an item, like a smoke bomb or something. Yeah, I just want to be able to get it. Oh, where am I? Alright. So he needs to be back turned. Unfortunately, he has like 270-degree field of vision. So, alright. Item. Okay, smokescreen powder. Can I actually use smokescreen powder? How do smokescreen powder? Throw ball. Fuck that guy in particular.
静かにしてな。
あいにくだったな、阿久津。俺はお前の下につくほど安かねえんだよ。
別にわざわざ探偵辞める必要もねえんだよ、海藤さん。ただ必要な時に必要なだけ RK に協力してほしいってだけだ。
笑わせんね。それが十分鬱陶しいっつってんだ。
いつまでもカッコつけてんなよ。こっちも部下の目があんだ。こんな袖にされたんじゃ顔が立たねえ。
顔だのメンツだの、結局ヤクザじゃねえか。登場界の後釜にでもなろうってのか、お前と相馬で。
仲間なら他にもいる。
極道崩れとチンピラのガキでもだろ。そんな寄せ集めで何ができんだ。
だからあんたを誘ってんじゃねえか。寄せ集めを鍛えてやってくれよ。睨みの利く心強い仲間が欲しいんだよ。
クズどものお目付け役をやれってか。興味ねえ。
カムロ町の裏社会はまだまだ金になる。そこにもう登場界の極道はいねえ。俺らだけでいくらでも食い荒らすことができんだ。で、たっぷり稼いだらその後は堅気に戻って悠々自適よ。
堅気に戻ってだと？
おうよ。何か自分の好きな店持つとか、初恋だった女と初対持つってのもどうだ？極道にはできなかったことだ。
だったら俺へのこの勧誘は何だ？一度裏の世界に足突っ込んだ奴はそのしがらみから逃げらんねえ。俺を世間知らずのガキどもと一緒にすんな。どうやら話の種も尽きてきたみてえじゃねえか。お前らがどんな組織立ち上げようが俺は知らねえ。だがこれ以上付きまとってくるようなら遠慮なく叩き潰す。もう俺らに構うな。
俺らねえ、もしかして相棒に遠慮でもしてんのか？なんだったら八神も入れてやるさ。
もう構うなっつってんだぜ。
そりゃお前の態度次第だろ。
That's stupid binary thinking.
敵とみなす。
バカと組む気はねえ。
そうかよ。おい、みんなここに集めろ。
ええ。おい、全員こっちに。
来ちゃったよ。こんなことになるんじゃないかと思ったからさ。
てめえ。俺はお前がここに来ることまでお見通しだったぜ。
かかってこないならもう行かせてもらうけど。
行かせるわけねえだろ。
ああ、素人がそんなもん簡単に出しちゃって知らないよ。
お前らこそ何にも分かっちゃいねえ。もうこの町は俺らのもんなんだよ。
誰がお前らの町だって？バカ言ってんじゃねえ。まだ俺の許しが出てねえだろ。
どっからでも来な。
Yeah, that move's handy. I'm glad I bought it. Bitch.
おい、何ちったらやってんだ。はい、そうそう。ああ、やっちまうぜ。おい。
Dude. I'll say the Sega Taiyaki is not a good enough heal right now. Where are they? There they are. Dude, fuck this. Oh, not great. Yeah. Hold on, let me find some ranged attacks because apparently I need to do it. Wow. This twat in his mid-range stuff. Yep. Combat's still a ways off from the good old days. It's better than Judgment, still not great. Alright, anyway. It's like okay.
ならもう俺らに付きまとうな。
ああ、いいよ。わかったわかった。それでいい。な、阿久津。
なんでここに？いつからいた？
来たのは今。ああ、こりゃむちゃくちゃだ。
This must be Soma. Yep.
あいつが相馬だぜ。RK のリーダー。
ああ、だと思った。
お前、分かった分かったってなんだよ。何にも状況分かってねえだろうが。
海藤さんに勧誘断られたんだろ。で、そちらは八神探偵事務所の所長さん。何年か前までは弁護士。今は海藤さんの相棒だ。
現場は俺に任せるんだったろ。お前は簡単に出てくんな。
それだとお前に好き勝手されちゃうじゃん。たまには俺も顔見せて締めなきゃ。
風邪かい？
誇りっぽいとこうなるんだ。組にいた頃はよくこれで親父たちに殴られた。汚ねえ音出すんじゃねえって。
で、噛まずにほっとくと今度は鼻垂らすなって殴られんだろ。
ああ、そうそう。やっぱりあんたとは一緒にやりたかったな。 海藤さん。あんたもだよ、八神さん。いつかあんたらに入っとけばよかったと思われるように RK をでかくする。見返してやる。だけど当面そっちにお構いしない。これでいいか？
話が早くていい。マジで言ってんだぞ。リーダーってのはそうでなきゃな。
まだ何か？
今日は街であの写真の男は探してないの？ほら、手下たちに探させてたやつ。ガールズバーのマネージャーだっけ？何年か前にカムロ町から消えたって。あいつのことはもういいのか？
ああ、どうやらもう死んでるらしいってとこまで分かった。殺されたんだな。最初からカムロ町で急に姿消えたってやつだし、別に驚きもしないよ。
どうも。少しだけ気になってたんだ。
お役に立てたようで何よりだ。
思ってたより侮れない感じかな、RK は。メンバーはほとんど素人みたいなもんだったけど。
ああ、さっきの相馬が元登場界のはぐれ者を積極的に引き入れてるらしい。で、そいつらが詐欺やら切り取り、叩きなんかの手口をチンピラに伝授してやってんだと。闇仕事のハローワークだ。主要メンバーだけなら50。だが一度でも関わりを持ったやつを全部カウントすりゃ2000は超えてるらしい。
話半分でもなかなかだね。
今この町は極道の次を誰が取るかって時代だ。 RK の他にも半グレたちが隙を伺い合ってる。カムロ町の平和もそろそろ期限切れってとこか。
沙織さんだ。もしもし。
白崎です。すみません、お待たせして。痴漢被害者の住所とプロフィールが見つかりました。
ああ、間宮さんだっけ？間宮結衣さん。
ええ、東池袋のマンションに夫と子供の3人暮らしです。これからアポなしで行きます。
Oh, this won't be awkward.
じゃあ俺も一旦そっちに戻るよ。
I'll be right there. I'm making air quotes right now.
聞こえてたぜ。行ってこいや、ターボ。そっちに俺の出る幕はねえだろうしな。
わかった。終わったら事務所に帰るから。
That's the joke. I'm actually going to head back to the office right now to see if there's any side quests, because there probably are. Oh, item. Man. It's my toothbrush set. I have to brush my teeth after lunch. You were a big help. I'll take a silver plate for giving you your toothbrush. It's like $200. Ah. You know, I was just walking down the street. That was gonna be cool, but those guys are just like, nah. We have only one speed and it's asshole. Anyway, hello. I would like... yeah, actually, let's get the hand-picked beef course. That gives me star. Oh, SP gain.
いただきます。みなぎってきたぜ。ごちそうさま。
ありがとうございました。
I don't know why I'm staring at the map. I'm going back to the office. I just want to check to see if there's anything on the list. Wait, hold up. Oh, there's a cluster of stalkers over there. Alright, we'll check that out too. I feel like there's a... Okay, there's a side quest. Alright, cool. We'll check the office and then head over there. The office is on the way, so we may as well. There, okay. Looks like the only one is the thing we picked up on whatever it is. On the chatter thing. So, what's going on here? I saw someone say, what are they doing up so high? I was like, oh, I need to investigate here. Alright, what's that guy doing? Maybe he's the alleged stalker. Excuse me, sir. What are you doing there? Ah! Are you the police? No, I'm not the police. I'm here because some people are talking about you on Chatter. Talking about me on Chatter? What's going on? Sir, could you please come down so we can talk? If you're not the police, who are you? This is who I am. You're a detective.
Hi.
There are rumors about a stalker all over social media, so I thought maybe there was something going down. I thought I was a stalker. Oh boy. Well, what have you been doing there all day? I'm the owner of that building over there. My name's Kiba Daichi. Nyan nyan.
Oh.
Do you have proof you own that building? Sure, right here. That's me on the homepage, see?
Naruhodo.
Yeah, okay. So you were, what, monitoring the building that you yourself own? Why? Well, it's a little complicated, but it seems someone's been breaking into our building. An invisible burglar at that. The invisible burglar. An invisible burglar? What the hell? I gotta ask more about that. Okay. Let's drop out of the conversation so we have to restart it. Kiba-san, I'm a detective, so I may be able to help you. If you tell me a little more about this invisible burglar you're trying to catch. I don't know, isn't it pricey to hire a detective? I can't pay you much.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I won't charge you. I'm curious enough about this to do it pro bono. But if I do solve the case, why don't you consider hiring us in the future, okay? It sounds like a good deal. Good offer to me. Deal. Now I should ask Kiba-san for more details about the case. Like I said, that's my building, and one of my tenants is a firm that's renting out the whole floor. There's been a series of burglaries there. What was stolen specifically? Money in the safe was just slowly dwindling, plus the employees' wallets were disappearing. Hell, even snacks in the fridge were getting mysteriously eaten. So, a variety of things have been stolen over time. That's strange. Any idea who the suspect is? Well, the CEO of the firm is convinced it's someone on the outside. He doesn't seem to like the idea of it could be one of his employees. Of course, that's understandable. See why the tenant's so concerned, but you're going above and beyond by watching for the burglary yourself. Why not just install some cameras? Jeez. It's because I personally guarantee the building security for my tenants. Now that there have been multiple break-ins, I've been getting all these complaints. Ah, so you want me to catch the suspect yourself, and you're willing to watch your building from morning till night to do it. Well, actually, I just started this morning. Can't believe word got around so fast. Still, I think it was a good idea. Still think it was a good idea to guarantee security in the first place. Of course, I mean, if anyone had tried to break in, the security system would have been tripped. Got security cameras in the hallways, all that stuff. There's never been any stranger in the footage. If that's the case, maybe it is someone on the inside. Perhaps. But there's this one incident where the employees were in a meeting and every single one of their wallets was stolen. For an inside job, why would everyone's wallets be stolen? It sounds strange at first, but the thief would have taken his own wallet to avoid being detected. That's true, but apparently they checked everybody's bags right after the theft. Nobody had stolen wallets. Any possibility they were carried out before the bag check? I don't think so. Security camera in the halls would have caught any employee who was carrying out wallets. In fact, nobody's in the security footage from the time of the theft to the time of the bag check. They looked around the entire floor, but couldn't find the wallets. I see, so the possibility the thief was an employee is pretty low. And that's why you're thinking the perp is somehow invisible, because nobody showed up on camera. Yes, I know how ridiculous it sounds. There's a cat cafe downstairs. Maybe it was a cat. We've already had one cat involved in misdeeds today. Let's make it 2. Do you mind if I look around that floor myself, Kiba-san? Look around? You think it'd help you find the thief?
Hi.
Sure, at the very least it'd be useful in some way. Oh, very well, let me ask the tenant. You got the green light. I want you to conduct an investigation. Glad to hear it. Let me know whenever you're ready. I'll take you to the floor in question. Can you take me there now? Absolutely, follow me. Sakurazaka-san, thank you for allowing us to investigate. I'm gonna find out who the burglar is, right? Yes. Yagami Takayuki-san is a great detective. He's gonna solve our mystery. Oh ho, great detective, you say. I'll certainly will do my best. Please feel free to do what you need for the investigation. I had the employees go on break. Thank you. Can I ask what this company's business is? Consumer Credit. There was a different firm here before. Are they a new tenant? That must mean you have a lot of cash on site. Yes, I'm sure that's what the burglar is after. In fact, money has been stolen from our safe a few times already. But I presume that safe is locked and kept secure? Of course. No one outside the company would be able to open it. But supposedly it wasn't an inside job. The mystery deepens. Could you tell me more about precisely when the burglar strikes? It happens late at night after operating hours or very early in the morning, except when the floor is mostly empty because the employees are in a meeting. Where's your conference room? We rent one out since our own office is tiny. It's in the building next door. Interesting. So the burglar attacks not just at night, but also during short amount of time when the floor is effectively unoccupied. Yes, which is really strange because we lock our doors and we even have security cameras at the entrances. You have security cameras in the work area? No. I did consider it, but in the end I decided against monitoring the employees. I understand that. Well, let me look around the floor. I'll let you know if I find anything. Please do. Thank you so much. An invisible burglar, eh? Okay, let's look at every nook and cranny on this floor and report to Sakurazaka-san with any conclusion I can make. My detective gadgets might come in handy. Why are there snacks all over the place?
ここだな。
Huh? What's that noise? A mouse stomach growling? No, no way would a mouse stomach sound like that, which means... What's that stain? I should give it a close look. Wait, what's that? Handprints? Why would there be handprints up there? Something the matter, Yagami-san. Sakurazuka-san? That's the inspection hatch for the ceiling, right? It looks to be handprints on it. What the? Well, that's kind of creepy. Mind if I open it? Not at all. Alright. Now then. Huh. It won't open. Maybe something's stuck in there. That's strange. It opened when a serviceman came here not too long ago. That sound. I don't know if it's a mouse or a roach, but it's got to be a huge one. Hold on, can I grab your katana and stab up there? Katana? Oh, that's related to a hobby of mine. What is this, a Yakuza office? Is it real? You bet. Cost an arm and a leg at the pawn shop. So it's very expensive, and yet it wasn't stolen, huh? Good point. Never even thought about that. It could easily be sold for good money at a pawn shop. Why wasn't it stolen? Snacks. Is this a bug bomb? Looks like the kind that produces smoke. Yeah, sadly we seem to have some in the attic. Big ones, too. Thought I could set it off when the employees weren't around, but I totally forgot about it. Obviously, I'd have to stop company operations while it releases smoke. And these things produce a lot of it. I'd like to use it soon, though. Just been so busy, it was never a good time. Yeah, roaches in the attic can be some pretty annoying office mates. That's pretty loud, like something really big. How could it be roaches? Food garbage, it looks like. What? Again? But telling everyone to put their trash in the trash cans. Again, so this happens often. It's been happening more often recently. It seems we have some untidy people, but you don't know exactly who. Bag of potato chips. Bug bomb. Looks like a solidly built safe. Yes, our security is top notch. Someone still manages to snatch money from it every now and then. Yes, it is puzzling. Who knows a passcode? Limited number of people like myself and my secretary, and I can't imagine one of them stealing. Okay. So we got the swords, we got that. Security camera, Kiba-san. Is that thing recording 24 hours a day? Yes, of course. But it showed no one suspicious. Nope. I checked the footage with my own 2 eyes. How's a burglar stealing things? It's a fire alarm. I do not have access to a dump pole. Figured it out, Yagami-san. Not yet. Not completely. Need more time. Bah. Fine. Hmm. Okay, so my man's living in the ceiling, but not on the roof. Well, I don't know what else I need to look at. The fridge. You have a refrigerator, yes, for the employees. Oh, that reminds me. Some of the employees get their food stolen, too. I heard their snacks were eaten. Yes, like their pudding or ice cream cups, even bento boxes, leftovers. Guess a burglar works up an appetite while he's robbing the place. Something weird's going on. Yagami-san, have you finished looking around? I think so. I think I have all the clues I need. 100,000 just for like walking around the office for a little bit. Right on. I think I've got a good idea now. Food garbage on the floor. Employees' leftovers and desserts being eaten. The ceiling hatch not opening for some reason. Strange sounds coming from the attic. Expensive katana that was never stolen. I think I know who the invisible burglar might be. Sakurazuka-san, Kiba-san, I know who the culprit is. Really? Wow, who was our invisible burglar? Invisible burglar was... They're still up in the attic. The culprit is still up in the ceiling as we speak. Huh? Right now? Just listen. Listen. What was that? That sound. I thought it was just a big cockroach.
Yeah.
Too big to be a roach. I think the burglar is living in your attic. Burglar lives here? Correct. That's why he had no need to go outside and why it was never caught on camera. Betting he took the cash and the wallets up to the attic. And the only reason the expensive katana wasn't stolen because he couldn't take it up. What do you mean? Well, it'd be hard to maneuver it through that tiny inspection. Not really. Oh, I guess if the attic ceiling is low, it wouldn't even fit up there. Oh, yeah, I see that. I'm gonna guess the food went missing because the burglar came down whenever he got hungry. He's probably been using the toilet on the floor as well, just like any tenant. Heh. My goodness, so the burglar has just been there, even as we were working. Yup. Must be one quiet fella to avoid getting caught. As for who exactly it is, well, why don't we have him come down right now? Have him come out. How? I can think of a few ways. Might be able to use that. Yeah, we can use... Alright. Hear me out. What if we stabbed through the ceiling with a katana? No, I'll use the bug bomb. Let's use this to smoke him out. The bug bomb? Oh, I get it. Everyone's out of the office now anyway, so let's take out one giant cockroach. It says harmless to humans. I'm sure it won't kill him. Hee. Well, now I'm looking forward to how this turns out. Robber? Whoa, holy smokes. Cough, damn it. Just as we suspected, we smoked out a giant roach. Huh? Wait. You're Mita-kun, aren't you? Hi there, sir. You know each other? Yes. This is Mita-goro. I asked him to leave the company about half a year ago. Leave the company? So he used to work here. Mita-kun, I want an explanation. Why are you living here in the attic? Because after I was fired, there was no way I could pay the rent. I knew at my home I get hounded by the debt collector. Seriously? You've been living up there all this time since you were let go. Yes, the night I was fired, I decided to stay and never leave the office. That way the debt collector can't find me. I can eat anything in the fridge and I can stay warm thanks to the heater. I don't believe this. There's never a need for you to break into the office because you just never went outside, huh? That's why the security camera in the hallway never caught you and why the alarm never went off. Well, of course. As great as our security system is, you can't do anything if there's no actual burglary. So were you the one stealing wallets and taking money from the safe? You did know the passcode, didn't you?
What?
And you never changed it. Wow. You deserve to have that money stolen. Hey, speaking of, where is the money? It's up in the attic. Couldn't take it out of here because I knew I'd be caught on the camera. Bring the money down now. I want to check if it's all there. Yes, sir. Did you count the money, Sakurazuka-san? Sakurazaka. Yep. It's all there. Found all the employees' wallets, too. Glad to hear it. Now then, what's next? Should we call the police? Nah. We got the money back, so we don't need to get the police involved. And the firing, it really was because of things the company did, not him. I actually have been feeling pretty bad about it. What?
Oh.
Alright. That's your decision, Sakurazaka-san. Thank you for not calling the cops, sir. And I'm sorry. Mitakun, I had a reason for letting you go instead of someone else when times got tough here. Let you go because I was sure you could land another job. You're still young and full of potential. Full of potential? Me? But all I did was make mistakes. Only because you carried the workload of 3 people. It's no wonder you made mistakes. You really think that? Yes, of course. That doesn't change the fact that you and the company have done selfish things. It may upset you to hear this coming from the guy who fired you. But you can rebuild your life, I know you can. Yes, sir. I'll do my best. Thank you very much, Yagami-san. I'm glad our case was resolved. Sure was a surprising one. I never would have thought a former employee would stay in the attic after he got fired. I think I never would have noticed. This isn't much at all, but it's a token of our gratitude. Thank you. Better get going now. Our agency is always looking for work, so if you have any issues, don't hesitate to reach out. Absolutely, I'll let everyone know about the great detective Takayuki Yagami. That's me. Ooh, I'm a provocateur. Okay. Looks like there's not anything here. I might go check at the agency again, just to double check. But what I do know is there's stuff to do back in Ijincho.